Hello guys, how are you? So this is a super short video to show you how the model for a managerial board tool it's working and what it contains. So the first part is like the intro. You can add there anything, the identity of your MB, a picture, anything that will make them want to go there and that would work for you. The second thing that's super important is Team Standards implementation. This is the same template that we were using the last semester with the previous commission. But I added a few improvements. The first thing is that you will see the progress of each of the phases at the end of it. So here you can see the progress of building of each team, the same for performing and the same for closing. And then you will also be able to see an overall progress of each team, so that you can also see it individually per each team and not only here overall as the whole MB commission. One thing that is very important is that of course you need to add the area and the team name, for example Vikings, because if you don't, here it will always show like 0 or error, so make sure that you add the team name, and then simply what they have to do is to put yes or no as if they are doing the things. Another cool thing is that now we have translation for the parts of performing and closing that cool people from Krakow and Lublin were helping, so thank you guys for the translations. We're missing translation for building, so if somebody wants to help with that and want to add to the translation, you are more than welcome. You can just come here, insert a note and just write the translation there, so it will be available for everyone. My biggest recommendation is that you put a routine for team leaders to do this in the MB meeting, so at least once a month they have to come here and update. Of course it would be ideal if they do it more often than once a month, but just make sure that they do it, and if they do it all together it will be so much better because they can share GCPs and you can also reward them and recognize them for their work. So this is the first thing, and it's super important. Everybody needs to track this. It's super crucial. The second thing that you can find is the MOS tracker. So this is basically a dashboard where you will be able to see from each area how many members you have and how many members are achieving their goal. And all of the information here comes from the tabs from each month, so here you don't have to update anything, it's all done automatically. And what you have to do is simply do the updates each month of the tabs. One thing is that all of the tabs are already created. You don't need to duplicate them. You have to come here to view, and you put hidden sheets, and then you have all the ones from the months. You just click them and they will appear. And when the month finishes, if it's bothering you to have a lot of tabs, you can just simply hide it and it will be gone. How the process is the same as it was before, with a few changes that I will explain you. So the first thing that you have to do is to put the roles. This is very important because this is the column where all the information is taken to how many members there are in each structure. So if you go to the MOS tracker, you will see that in IGV we have 4 people. The second thing you have to do is to put the name and surname of everyone. Then you decide the goal, the team leaders, of course, not you. But you can help them, of course, and you choose, for example, global hosts, approvals, anything that you want to be the goal, and then you put the number. So, for example, 20, and if the done is 20, you will show achieved. If you have more than 30, it will be overachieved, and if you have left, it will be not achieved. And this is what is counted. So for example, if let's say we are achieving and you go to the MOS tracker, you will see that one person is achieving, ergo 25% of the structure of IGV is achieving their goals. Amazing. So this is how it works. And then another thing that is very important that I added that was not before in the previous tool is that here we have a space to put what's the monthly goal for the area. We already set that in the plannings that we had during NATCO, so each month you can come and take it. Also I will be tracking and helping you put it, so I will make sure that every month we all have the goals there. Yes, and another thing that is very important is that if you don't have the products, please just don't erase the columns. You can hide them. You can come here and click in this little arrow and put hide column, and it will be hidden and it will be not bothering you anymore. You can also do it at big scale. You can select one column and then press shift and move. You can click the column, press shift and move to the side that you want. And then again you go to the little arrow and you put hide columns, and then GT will be gone, for example, if you don't manage GT. And then you can do the same in the MOS tracker, but one important thing is just remember to delete here that you have LCPP IGT because you don't have, and then it will not be showing here, and you can also hide it. So you click also in the row, you click your mouse in the left and you put hide the row, and it will be hidden and not bothering you anymore. Cool. Not this. Great. So this is how it works. And then we also have, of course, back office, also with the monthly thingies that we added. Amazing. And if you have any question or doubts on how to do it, there is a bit.ly of monthly goals guide when everything is explained on why do we have certain goals and which month which goals we should put. Then we have the PDP tracker for you to track that your team leaders are actually implementing PDP with their members. Remember that one-to-ones is one of the things that one of the parts of Team Standards implementation that we have the lowest score in engagement survey, and also a lot of people are mentioning that they think PDP is the solution for the problems that we have with pipeline in general. So please make sure that your team leaders are implementing it with your members. If you go to this link, bit.ly/PDP guide, you will have a video on how to use it and the template. You make a copy. This is a template. We know how to use it since the summit, but if you have a question, please let me know and I will be more than happy to help you. And there is a tab per each member, so there is a maximum of 8 members. I don't think any team leader will have 8 members, so yes, basically they have to come. And another very important thing is that this is not only for team leaders, it's also for you as VPs if you have TM managers, but also for VPs operations. So VPs operations, if you are watching this video, please also make a copy of this and deliver team standards to your team leaders so they know how to deliver team standards to their members. Amazing. And then we have projects planning, because we receive some cool ideas from Bartek, from Gdańsk, and some other LCs about that we really want to evolve the role of the team leaders, and one of the things is that they are managing a project, so why they don't have a plan or why they don't have a budget. So in this tab you can find a simple template of how to do the planning of a project. The same is the same template as you have in your EP's planning. So they have to put the strategies, they have to be something simple, for example, what they want to focus in each part of the process. Then they put the strategy progress, so how much they want to achieve with each of the strategies, and the KPIs and the individual tasks. So yes, make sure that they know how to use it and that they are actually using it to plan their semester, because it really makes the difference for them. And then we have the budget, which is also super simple. They just have to plan per each month what are the things that they are going to, the money that will come from their projects and the expenditures they will have. For example, all OGX teams can put as revenues from EPs, of course, and according to the amount of approvals they will do in each month, they can put here how much money they will come. So just do the EP fee minus OP fee, and that's how much money they will be bringing to the organization. Then for example, in expenditures, you have below. So let's say that they want to invest money in offline promotion and they want to buy a banner, and they put here how much money it is. Let's say, I don't know, 100 zloty, but from EP fee they will have 200 zloty of income. So amazing, they gave 100 zloty to your LC. Yes, so make sure that here is plan, sorry, and then it's realized, so they are planning it at the beginning of their project, and then they are checking how much they implemented. So it's, as you can see, it's super simple, and it will be a huge improvement for them, a huge step in the right direction. Remember that team leaders are the people who will be your successors most likely, so they should be prepared, and if they are managing a budget for their own project, it's already a lot. So you can here make a copy. You can just duplicate each of these sheets for as many team leaders as you have, so they can plan this with their team members in their first meetings. And then we have team meetings. So this is optional. I will not be tracking this, and I will also not be tracking the project planning. I mean, I will ask you, and it will be amazing if you can do it, but it's not something that I will have measuring in the local, in the national tracker. But it is a plus, and we really recommend it because it will really make the difference for your LC. And the same is with team meetings. Here is like a model agenda of what are the things that should be done. It's also divided by, okay, this is your first meeting as team leader, this is the second team meeting, so there's still things you need to work on some stuff, and then it's the third meeting where the normal routine of meetings is already starting. Of course, as it said it, and here they can change it, they can add other topics, it's fine, perfectly fine. This is just a template. And they can take outputs here. What's the cool thing about this is that they can just simply come and check what they did on the last meeting and not to forget, and to follow up more easily on what were the deliverables that their members had to have from last meeting. And the thing also here is that you can do one tab for all of your team leaders, or if you have a lot of team leaders, you can do one tab per structure. So for example, team meetings IGV, team meetings OGV, and then you have in one all the team leaders from IGV, and in another all the team leaders from OGV. So yes, that was it. I hope it was helpful. Any questions, let me know, and see you later.